Alright, what's up guys? So you're back with the Backwards Rider on the green streets of Toronto. And I want to talk to you guys about the view when you're a manual operator of a vehicle and you're traveling backwards. You know, I want to let you guys know from personal experience that when I'm on the road and when my attention is in front of me, which happens to be a whole lot of traffic, which it seems to be coming towards me and not away from me. What I mean is those cyclists that ride their bicycle forward, basically their attention is in front of them. Their attention is definitely, and it has to be in front of them for the most part. Now if you flip that around and you get a dude riding his bicycle backwards, that's gonna change things for us. That means our attention, your attention is gonna be what appears to be it's in front of you. So that traffic is coming still from behind you. But for us, it's gonna be, as backwards riders, it's gonna be the traffic that's in front of us. So more or less, you know, people ask me, you know, how do you see in front of you? How do you do that? How do you see in front of me? But you know what? Being practical and being logical. You must. It would be like riding my bicycle forward and I'm always looking back most of the time. It's the opposite for me. It's the opposite for you. It's the opposite for us as backwards riders, especially when you're a manual operator. Meaning that most of the time your attention is gonna be in front of you, and that's just where it is. And of course, I'm gonna take the consistent glance that I do looking behind me as a backwards rider to make sure the way is clear and that I'm not gonna be running into a pothole, or if I do see a bump coming up, at least I anticipate it. And that it's not going to be this bump that I never anticipated, and therefore I'm gonna, I guess, be caught up so much off guard that then I end up falling because of that. I'm startled. It can happen to you, but I want to let you know with this talk and this session that you can prevent that just by always saying to yourself that, you know what, it's not a big deal. It's nothing. A bump. It's gonna make you a lot more. I guess it's gonna keep your alertness. It's gonna keep, because it could be a little boy that runs out from out of nowhere in front of you, and you gotta treat it as the same way as you would that bump that's in the street. Or that guy on the wheelchair that's trying to cross, and you're about to collide with him as a backwards rider, but you're going to prevent that because you're consistently looking, just like how you would when you used to ride your bicycle forward. So just a little tip to let you know that your attention is in front of you, backwards rider. And you consistently are taking your glances left and right, and you're looking in front of you, way ahead and close up. You know, it's just like what this one person that I shared with. She was working in this building, and she asked me, well, how do you see in front of you? Well, you know what? I just had to let her know that basically I just take a picture. When I look, it's like a camera. I take a picture of what's in front of me and I memorize that. That allows me to cruise for a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds at a time. That's the responsibility that comes with being someone who's operating a vehicle, whether it be a bicycle or a car, to always pay attention to what they're doing when they're in motion. So this is your tip. And I hope that you guys like it. You can always tune in for some more of Backwards Rider Fitness and Art. And we are here for you. This is a power program, especially for those who are backwards riders and are conscious and voluntarily doing their exercise, whether you are manually doing it or you're just a passenger in a vehicle, a vessel that's taking you to your destination.